This is David. It's just a quick hit. Happy Tuesday. Come on in, settle down. How are you guys? Listen, we got to get to some things here today. We on Sunday we did a double part chat talking about this whole new tax lien from Teresa and Louis and the $3 million and how he borrowed $1 million and another 250 million. And I kind of came unraveled. So go and listen to that double part episode on Sunday. I really want to spend a lot of today talking about Lisa Rinna and how she's just won't stop talking about Beverly Hills. She said some crazy things recently. And I really want to talk about this whole scene between Britt and Kenya. And, she's mentioning whips and pistols. But you know what? We're probably not going to talk about any of that today because I'm riled up again. And this stuff with Teresa just doesn't stop and it just doesn't go away. So I got more to say. And let's see what we have time for. Everybody settle down. And by the way, I got some words for Gia Giudice today. Okay, I got something to say to Gia Giudice. That's right, Gia. Oh, don't involve the kids. Kids are off limits. First of all, anyone that wants to tell me that kids are off limits, call your mother, call your father, call your own kids. Don't call me. Kids, first of all, I don't even think are off limits. By the way, just FYI. You know Amy Osborne? Does anyone know Amy Osborne? So, yeah, that's Sharon and Ozzy's other child. She's probably off limits because she chose to not appear on the series when her siblings made a gazillion dollars for years. When someone appears on the damn show for years, they're not off limits. And by the way, Gia Giudice is 24 years old, the same age as a woman that I know named Stassi Schroeder, the same age as Jax Taylor, the same age as many of the Vander kids, the same age as many of the Southern Charmers, and the same age as many other people on Bravo when they first started out. The show's also over. There is no show anymore called RHONJ. Is anyone under the delusion that RHONJ still exists and that it's a show that's on air? There is no more show. So Gia has a new podcast. So there's no off limits for Gia Giudice when she's in the public eye. And this is now what she's doing. She's also not going to law school. Surprise. Granted, I went to law school. I can't really argue with telling Gia that that's a bad decision. Look, you go to law school if you really, really, really think you want to be a lawyer. I like having the degree because it does teach you to think a certain way, and it certainly lets people know, don't come near me or fuck with me, or I will fuck you so hard you won't know what day it is. But really, is that really worth 3 years and lots of your money? So I really can't argue with that decision of Gia's. But Gia's 24, the same age as Stassi and Jackson, the Vander kids when they first started, and there is no show, so there's no more off limits from being a child of a Real Housewife. You actually have your own career now, and you have your own podcast. So no one's off limits. And by the way, no one's off limits here behind the Velvet Rope. That's the Milk Toast podcast. Go and listen to it. Welcome to Tuesday. I guess I'm riled up. But before we get to Gia, I don't really want to talk about this stuff, but it just doesn't stop. We keep going. So I want to start with this, which we very quickly, which we kind of glossed over on Friday or on Sunday when we did this. I hope this mic is okay. I didn't really check it. But there's a woman, I believe, she's on TikTok. I think her name is Word on the Street. I keep seeing this come up. I guess Louis on TikTok has posted a barcode. There's a QR code on Louis' TikTok, and it's this woman, Word on the Street or something, is telling people don't scan it. Now, first of all, you guys, don't scan any barcode that you don't know what it is. Like, let's just live in 2025. But apparently, Louis on his TikTok has a barcode. And he's really adamant, this isn't a scam, this isn't a scam. It says something like, scan this. I don't even understand this, and I don't need to look into it. If anyone wants to put information on my DMs and someone wants to look into this, go ahead. I'm not really interested because I don't need to really look into much to know that I shouldn't be scanning a barcode on fucking Louis Ruelas' TikTok when you owe $1.25 million in a loan and $3 million in a tax. I don't really know who is in this world gonna scan this thing, so I don't really care what it's for. I mean, if I owe you $3 and I need to scan your Venmo or PayPal, I'll do it. But apparently, it's something to join a social shop network. Now, again, this goes back to what I said on Sunday. I really, truly, with no shade, want to understand what Louis does. And I don't want corporate bullshit. I don't want like I'm a marketing manager, I'm a venture capitalist. I don't want some lingo jingo from like, I don't want a title. I want to know when Louis goes to the bank and hands them a check for $1, or when Louis gets a direct deposit of $1 into his account, where did that dollar come from? I just want to know. It's a real, true question. If you cut hair for a living, I understand where your money comes from. If you're a school teacher, so I don't know what this is. You scan a barcode to join this social shop network. There's personally, you all do what you want, but if you want Daddy David's advice, there's no world that I live in that I would scan this fucking thing. Okay. But apparently, there's this woman, word on the street, I believe her TikTok is. And if you scan it, she's saying that, you scan something and then they have all the information in your phone. They have your contacts and passwords. And so, I don't know, it doesn't sound so great to bank account information. This woman, word on the street, I believe is her name, she's saying that this is a total scam. I don't know. I don't know if this is if they're trying to make money. I haven't looked into it enough, so I really don't know, nor do I care. I just know that I ain't clicking and scanning on a barcode. And this woman on TikTok is really adamant that you shouldn't be scanning on it. So there you go. There's that. Et cetera, et cetera. I want to get into this. There's now an article surfacing that, guys, I really do want to I really do want to move on, but I mean this stuff just keeps coming up. So let me say that there's this new article which has come up for it's from a lawyer in Beverly Hills. I don't know if everyone has seen this. There's a well, you don't have to see it. That's what I'm here for. There's a article for a lawyer in Beverly Hills. His name is, might as well give you a name, Adam Michael Sachs. That's a good name, right? Adam Michael Sachs. He is Beverly Hills attorney, and he is saying that Teresa could be targeted by the feds amongst her and Louis' $3 million tax debt. So the news just keeps getting better for Teresa here. Again, you could have picked anybody. You could have picked a school teacher. You could have picked a clergyman. You could have picked a librarian. I mean, you had to pick this person. Oh God, people complicate their lives. People complicate their lives, guys. I mean, I'm gonna die alone, so I mean, don't go by me. I mean, I don't have a complicated life. I have a very great, easy life, but there's a cost to that. I'll die alone. The deathbed. There I'll be, alone. So there you go. But this is what this lawyer says. The real connection is if you're, is if